we've talked before. Do you turn red from drinking wine?
No.
Spicy food, embarrassment?
Nope. Well, embarrassment, probably.
Okay. Do you work out a lot?
4 days a week now.
Okay. Do your friends consider you slightly OCD?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
If you ate all your meals for the day and you wanted a snack, what do you choose? Do you choose salty or sweet?
Sweet.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
Or depends on what's out there. Right.
Okay, if you had to choose between cake or pretzels or chips, which one would you choose? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Okay, so Tiffany is what I call a green square. Green squares are pretty interesting. They're very driven people. But their skin is much thicker. And you notice how Tiff has more of an olive tone skin. Okay, she gets that from the liver. Green comes from, again, the coloring of the skin, the pigmentation. Liver creates bile. It's a sea of anger, a stress. So stress is your biggest ager. And then sun, and you did plenty of sun. Now you're into sunless tanning, which does my heart much better. Okay, so this is how Tiff's skin works. This is how a green square works, their skin. My husband's a die-hard green square to the T with a little yellow rectangle thrown in. But I hate that I speak like that. Anyway, this is the epidermis. It's very thick on a person like Tiff. So she can exfoliate much more because she actually needs it. She needs to get blood flowing to the epidermis so that she can get more collagen going. Unfortunately, you are going to be more prone to expression lines instead of, like we just discussed, Leah, she's not going to have even expression lines because it's just not how she's made. Which is, all the point is knowing how your body functions so you can work with it, prevent. So when you're getting stressed out, you need to do things, okay? So you mentioned exercise. The interesting thing about the green square is their strength is their weakness. So your strength is that you are OCD in a good way. I mean, you organize this place like crazy. When she decides to exercise, she's not going to exercise. She is going to exercise, and she's driven. But my experience is the green square takes it to a new level where now the exercise becomes a stressor because they're stressing that they didn't get to exercise. Or they will push themselves so hard that they exercise to stress their body instead of work with it. So your goal should be to de-stress. So your stretching, your Pilates, your yoga, whatever you want to do, is going to help with your goal of anti-aging. So it's really a whole body approach. Typically a green square would like salty. So the fact that you like sweet is interesting to me.
It depends on the day, though. I like salty stuff.
But knowing you also have this passion for fashion, and you have this passion inside. You're a little more emotional than a typical green square. And there's nothing wrong with that. The whole point is understanding how you work, put yourself in your best position to bring out your good qualities, stay away from the things that bring out your worst qualities. So for you, I would say you can exfoliate. You have a much more tolerant, you can put stuff on your face that Leah could never get away with. Let's see, and just breathing more. You need to focus on breathing. Because if you're already getting limited oxygen to the epidermis, then when you're stressed out, you're breathing real shallow, like you're breathing only up to here. You need to focus on, you need to breathe deeper so that you can get at least some oxygen going to your brain, but also to the epidermis. So that's why stress is such a key element in aging. It really is real. And then the sun still is a factor for you. You're probably prone to, you particularly, to having more estrogen, which makes for more brown spots. People with facial hair, like dark facial hair like myself, we have more testosterone. So it's a trade-off. It's just kind of interesting how everybody works. But you can exfoliate more, but don't be OCD about it where you go bananas and you just go crazy. The name of the game is balance. Everybody does better with balance. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay. All right. That's all we wrote about green square. Then you can hit the dot again and it turns it off.